Daryl, an interesting opening day encounter. What did you make of that today?
Delighted in the end to get the point the way we did. Obviously, the way the game panned out, being 2-0 down, was never in our game plan. I think in that first 20 minutes, I think in particular in possession for us, we turned the ball over far too easy, and then were slow to recover back into a shape. And against a good team as well. I can talk about how poor we were in that first 20 minutes, but I thought Gateshead were very good as well, and they're a good team. But I thought we showed real character after that to impose ourselves on the game, create chances, and obviously get the late equaliser.
What do you say to the guys at half-time? Sort of sluggish start, missed penalty, heads must have been a little bit lower than normal. What do you say to them?
You just have to stay calm. It was, as much as like it's easy to go in there rant and rave, and it doesn't make any difference. We didn't really speak about the first half because there was no point, because it was over. So it was more about the second half and focusing on that, and focusing on how we can get back into the game and how we can try and win the game. Which I thought, to be fair to the players, they did. I have to say that I thought second half we were pretty dominant. I thought in the second half. I thought the subs who came on were outstanding, the three of them. They impacted the team really well. And as I said, you get an equaliser that late. Sometimes it feels like you've won the game. We know we haven't, but it was a relief for us to get a point on the board now. Look forward to next week.
You've touched on my next question. The three subs that you almost had to make really did make a positive impact. What was the rationale behind sort of each of those at the time?
I think with Manny, it was obviously been booked, and we knew we'd have to be high in the second half in terms of squeezing Gateshead in to try and get a goal, obviously. So we felt that any little touch, he could be in trouble. So obviously Kingy went into the middle. Mo would just give us more control in the middle of the pitch, which I thought he did, and then it was just waiting for the time to drop Junior in. Obviously we could have done it at half time, but we felt that there was a long way to go, and we didn't want to lose control in the middle of the pitch too early in the game. We felt that if we did it for the last 15-20, we knew we'd build up a head of steam, and then he could go on and do what he does. And I thought he was excellent when he went on.
We talk about it fairly often, the competition for the sort of those two striker roles. You can bring a Junior Marias on, it shows you the depth in that position that we have, doesn't it?
Yeah, we've got three top strikers for the level. Mac, Josh and Junior, the three excellent players, and I think the three of them had a decent game. Say Mac obviously scored, June scored, Josh worked really hard, running channels, had chances himself again. We know we're stronger than we know we can score goals. We've got to get a bit behind the right as well.
We obviously had the chances to maybe win the game, but do you have to look at this as a point gained, I guess, from coming from two goals behind?
Definitely a point gained from the position we were. Was it what we wanted before the game? Of course not. But football doesn't go like that. It throws up different problems. And I thought what we seen in the team today was a real desire to get back into the game. And I have to say again, in the second half, I thought we showed a real calmness. We didn't panic. We didn't, shell the ball forward and struggled we created momentum in the second half and kind of penned Gateshead in and made it hard for them. And that's down to the players' belief in how we play and what we do. And sometimes as well, it gives you a livener as well at the start of the season. We know we've got a decent group. We know we want to be at the top end of the table competing this year. We won't make any bones about that. We want to be a team that wins promotion this year. And sometimes it can give you stuff you need to work on. You haven't got to be perfect on day one. You haven't got to be. You need to grow into the season, and we'll do that. I've got no doubt about that.
Absolutely. And just finally, what's sort of the one sort of main takeaway that you'll take from this afternoon and maybe look to build on going into next weekend's trip to Woking?
I think the main thing that we've seen today was the character and belief in the players. I think that was the main thing you see that we've got in abundance. There's lots of things we need to tighten up on, which we'll highlight Monday morning. We know going to Woking, I know they've lost today, that it'll be a difficult game. They're a very big side, so we're going to have to, physically it's going to be probably a different game than today, but we'll worry about that Monday morning.